and I'm just stacking a ton of damage reduction and going from there.
Oh shit. I think I might be able to run some shit with you without getting blown the fuck up instantly.
Mm-hmm. That was what I had discussed with Baseless, I think his name is. Uh, like I want you guys to be in a position where you can contribute.
Oh yeah. I'm one paragon away from 70.
Yes. I I'm doing 40s right now. 41s are the new tier, so basically I'm gonna like trash all my keys and burn like 10,000 dust. Because 41 is essentially the bottom tier of the next crafting tier, and then that'll feed me keys for like 3 or 4 levels.
You wanna run anything right now?
I'm running stuff right now. I don't know if you can join one in progress. Fucking invite.
Yeah, cool. I'll join you here in just a sec.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking of it in my personal Discord. And this isn't meant as a usurpation or anything, but I might cross-link that with permission and host a bunch of resources over there and do that twit push bot, so we have control over an actual world boss feed.
Say something one more time.
What's that?
I turned you up again because you're like too quiet for me still. Something about
Test.
something about the bot.
So I'm gonna do. So there's a twit push bot. So we essentially would have control over a world boss feed into my own personal Discord.
Oh, I started working on it actually. The Discord bot that's here in my Discord I made.
Oh. I have eventually going to get to a point where I'm going to start doing some theory crafting. Like, there's no point in doing it when you're still leveling.
No point in doing it when their fucking mechanics aren't working either.
True. I might start doing some spreadsheeting on that stuff. But the thing I don't like about the max roll-esque stuff is that it only gives you one way, and if you don't have that one way, well, what do? And there's no like step functions built into any of the anything. Like, can you quantify for me what missing one CDR roll on your gear is?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate too, because if they had the ability to make a permutation for all the stats, it doesn't matter for like who are you when you do the entire distribution. It's like, look where you are relative to everything else with like a filter or something like that, and voila.
I'm gonna do this Helltide, see if I get 2 more, and then I'll join you in the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been leveling my ass off from Helltide actually. I think I've got like 3 total levels from it today.
Oh yeah, Helltide is definitely like, I don't want to do it now because this Hammer Dungeons, but yeah. There's apparently some like new method of like farming Forgotten Souls in there with by like hunting the like tier 2 ore nodes. Like, apparently those are like the most efficient thing outside of doing like mass packs.
Have you seen the Frenzy neck piece? The unique?
Yeah, I looked at the other day.
I think I got it. I think I'm gonna give it a shot actually.
Oh, because you're trying to snapshot the tower for your Whirlwind.
Yeah. Because I've got a lot of attack speed now. My Whirlwind is just fucking chewing shit apart.
What's the DPS on your Whirlwind? Or
Right.
just give me the top
It says 4.7k is what it says, but I think I got it to do a little bit more damage than what the tooltip's actually showing.
Yeah, I don't even know if the tooltips are dynamic in this game yet.
I'm getting around like 42k to 102k with the Whirlwind. The only thing is I really fucking, like, I love the actual evade part of lunge.
Yes, like that's...
It has saved my ass so many times.
That's why I'm not changing. It's just, it's too good.
There's, I have the world event the same time inside of the Helltide, so I can literally see where all the monsters are in the Helltide on the map.
There you go.
I don't want it to go away. This is now my highest character I have on my account too. This is now my highest level character on my account.
It doesn't surprise me with the XP gains you get. Made some freaking these like low carb with keto friendly fajitas, and
I found I can't do bread at all. It just gets me feeling bad.
oh no. Yeah, I've been keto for several years. Like I kind of fell out of it when my dog got sick last summer, and then like ended up like stress eating like 40-50 pounds on myself. So now I'm just kind of getting back into it and just starting to do the 2-a-days at the gym and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my house, but still the gym.
I was doing the keto thing for a little while, but I fall in and out of it just because I want to eat something tasty. And every time I really start feeling that shitty sick feel, I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that anymore.
I was doing it to a point where so that there's you actually do experience withdrawals from sugar. It's the same way like if you quit smoking.
Yep.
So what I did was I did some research into like the medical literature for it, and then kind of paired that with a bunch of the other like ghrelin, for example, is the hunger hormone.
Vagus nerve.
Got all that stuff plotted out. It had me down to a point where I was doing 900 calories a day and not feeling hungry.
Yeah,
and still,
protein does it.
It's actually the fat. So if you look at the base structure of a carb versus a fat versus a freaking protein, yeah, the protein has the RNA component. Okay, yeah, but a saturated fat, i.e. one that has no double hydrogen bonds, is the most complex caloric molecule that you can ingest. So the saying fat fills you is literally correct from a chemistry standpoint.
Well, there's little to no calories in especially white meats, fish. The only high caloric intake's gonna be the red meats.
Well, you can do certain things. So, like, for example, you can mix chicken and cream, chicken and bacon. You can do chicken thigh instead of chicken breast. Like, those are all viable. I've done every one of those. Like, I literally just wrote, like, not 1 month ago, I wrote a paper for a lady about how to do keto and intermittent fast.
Yeah, I like intermittent fasting, but I'm not gonna do keto anymore.
Say that one more time.
I like intermittent fasting, but I'm not doing keto anymore. Hate the way I feel. But like, right now, I think I'm under 500 carbs a day. I ate one time a day, but I feel good.
I got you. Okay, give me another fucking second here. I'll fucking. Where is it? Yeah, oh, yeah, perfect. I still have it. So I have 3 of those a day. Those tortillas.
Oh, hold on, I gotta click over on that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, do they use like wheat or anything in them?
Those
nice,
are flour.
70 is good. Are the little tiny ones or are they big?
Oh no, these are 8 inches.
I like that.
And then, so this is the caloric breakdown. Again, this is just for this lady to fucking thumb through my phone real quick. Like, I know how to use snipping tool. I just fucking had that for her on my phone. And so I made all that. So I'm eating 7.5 pounds of chicken breast in the next 5 days.
Yeah, there you go.
And only 30.
You get this shit from Costco?
No, I use a food delivery service.
I was thinking about using one of those, but then I looked at some of the prices of them. Holy fuck, dude. Way too much.
And, freaking... This is where most of the carbs are coming from. If it seems bubbly, it's not fermenting. I make my pico in a blender. So basically, so that's like 8 cups of pico in like 5 minutes. So instead of dicing shit for half an hour.
It's quick and it still tastes good.
Exactly, it tastes the exact same, but it has little bubbles in it. Here, the birdies.
Hold on, I'll check that in a second.
Oh no, whatever.
Chicken?
Yep.
They look like what is it? What the fuck is it? The little pouches of their meat and all sauce and all that sort of shit, and like a little pouch that's filled over with dough. Papadilla or some fucking.
Papadilla.
What the fuck's the word I'm looking for?
No, those are chalupas. A chalupa is basically like it's a taco, but the skin is basically fried. The shell is like fried chicken.
No, I'm thinking of like sometimes they're just lightly cooked. Fuck, I can't think of it. How does that with a P? It's like a quesadilla, except for it's made with like a. It's not deep fried; it's baked.
So there's a tostada, and then there's a disc version that has like a salad on top called a sope.
Hold on a second. Hey, babe. What is the quesadilla that's baked? Got all the shit inside a quesadilla that's baked. I thought it was like a papadilla or something like that. You can get them at like fucking Papa John's. Is it a papadilla? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, Yeah, I could fucking eat one of those right now. That would put me over like 1,000 or something, but I wouldn't go for one of those for sure. You wanna check? I'll buy it if you check. Huh? It's up to you. I'll check in a second. Can't remember what the fuck they're called. But this is the exact reason. So I can eat whatever the fuck I want, still lose weight every day, and have whatever the hell I want but make sure I eat. Papa John's definitely not fucking good.
So...
Huh? They won't deliver here? God damn, I feel like we should be on dial-up now. Oh, not getting that. Can't deliver it.
I don't know. I usually do like an extreme version of caloric deficit.
Usually do what?
An extreme version of caloric deficit.
Yeah.
My TDE right now is like 3,200 calories, and I'm ingesting like 1,400 now per day.
I know my caloric intake is less than 7,000 a week.
Yeah, it's a way to do it. The trick is though, is when you sustain it over a long period of time, cheat meals actually help you lose weight, so you're not constantly.
They sure do. I ate at fucking Texas Roadhouse yesterday.
Oh yeah, you were talking about your gut was bursting of the sun.
Oh yeah, dude, I ate too much. That was not good. Once the body stabilizes with what you're taking in, then it starts to go kind of like a reserve mode for each day. But then when you have one of those meals, it's like, whoa, what the fuck is happening?
Yep. That lady didn't believe me when she just broke up with like her fiance or whatever, and she's kind of like trying to lose the COVID weight now. So that she can get.
I think that was called just fucking being lazy and taking the fuck out.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. But unfortunately, we're dealing with women here, so I have to come up with a cutesy fucking word for. I developed tinnitus of the elbow.
Tinnitus of the elbow.
But man, what? I'm not fucking her. I don't give a shit. So she didn't believe me, so I was like, look, okay, I'm only gonna work out for XYZ under these circumstances, and I'm gonna do this with caloric restriction only for an entire month. How much do you think I can lose?
Should have lose at least 30 pounds one a day.
I lost 20.
I don't work out though. I have to be careful because once I start working out or anything, I'll get like lightheaded and all that shit just because of the lack of energy.
And just more
too fast
salt.
and shit.
And just more salt.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it's definitely not salt. I like hot sauce.
Oh. Well, during keto, for example, your recommended sodium level is between 3,000 and 5,000 per day, obviously depending on activity level. And sodium levels are also influenced based on how active you are. Like, it kind of like you're on a treadmill and you do like 10 miles or something or whatever. If you're like prepping for like a marathon or whatever, and like how salty your shirt's gonna be. So like you pre-plan sodium based on activity level. So for for me, I actually I drink salt water when I'm doing wet fasting. There was the last time I did a cut, I was eating 4 days a week, and one of those days was a refeed day. And I got myself fucking shredded. I was down to, I think it was like 8% body fat. Freaking, I was 205 at that point.
Yeah, I just got 203 today, which is the lowest I've been in a long time.
Yeah, you get that tech worker body. Right?
What's that?
So you got that tech worker body, right?
Tech worker body?
Tech worker body.
Is that smaller than dad bod?
I don't know.
I've never heard of tech worker.
Tech worker body. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I have no idea what the hell that is.
It's basically just you know, the people that sit in an office all day, fast food every day for work.
Oh no. I wore it pretty good, I think. I mostly started doing it because my dad started doing it. So I was like, oh damn. And he was.
Taken.
I mostly started doing it because my dad was doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's about time. We need to start eating better and shit like that. So I've been eating better, but I'm also been doing all the extra shit that goes along with it.
I'm gonna try to do a body recomp over the next like I've been eating like shit the last couple of days just because like my kitchen is trashed right now. As a result of the aforementioned fajita making, and now I'm just kind of like getting everything set back up. Like keto's a pain in the ass to transition into if you go like hard.
Like the third or fourth day, you start feeling like you're getting fucking drugged. I hate the way that shit feels.
And that's actually your gut flora.
And you know what's actually interesting is a couple times, 3 times I've done keto, I have not nearly been as effective as what I'm doing now. And normally when you come off of keto, you gain like 3 or 4 pounds back. So I always usually push it a little bit further. That way I come back to a weight that I wanted to be. But
now, like I said, I can eat most of the time whatever the hell that I want. And I'm fine. There's some days though I gotta be careful with what I do eat. Because my burn days are Monday through Friday and my easy days are Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha.
Because my burn days, I want to be at work if I'm going to have to fucking suffer.
Oh, yeah, why fuck your weekend up?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the reason you put on the weight when you switch out of keto is your glycogen stores. Like, I don't know how tall you are, but basically...
60.
So you're probably going to have a glycogen store like 550-ish grams, and that's basically just the carbohydrate, the partially digested carbohydrate that's stored like in your muscles. And the body requires 3 to 3.5 grams of water per gram of glycogen in order to suspend itself in the muscle. That's...
I think I drink on average around 64 ounces of either water, coffee, water, or somewhat coffee, water. I think a combination.
I understand. But what I was basically getting at is like every time you lose, go off keto, it's basically 5 pounds of literally water weight from your muscles rehydrating. I don't know. It's certainly not for everybody. But
Oh, hell no. It takes a hell of a lot of discipline, too.
no.
Most people don't have the discipline to do it.
Maybe it's just like an army thing or something like that, but like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna fucking do it, or, like, I live alone, so I don't have anybody like sabotaging me, like, oh honey, I made cookies, oh
Yeah, I have that. I have to deal with that.
Yeah,
it definitely makes things more difficult.
Yeah, that's the wrong fucking answer right there, boy. Ooh. Like, if you want a video, your household. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there are so many like dietary cultists out there, like the hardcore fucking vegans, or there was this guy I knew years ago who was like an actual guy with the fucking Agent Orange birth defects, was like born like missing fingers and shit like that from the side effects. And he had Crohn's disease so bad that he had to eat fruit and only fruit in order to keep the symptoms from flaring up.
Damn.
And somehow the guy manages to live. And he turned what is literally a fucking birth defect into a dietary philosophy, and started trying to like convert people over into it.
Oh, you hate that shit?
Well, it was funny as hell, to be honest.
I hate that shit. It's like when somebody believes in something, they try to force everyone around them to believe it.
Oh yeah. Hey, have I told you about my Lord Jesus Christ yet? Like, fuck off!
Do you have a moment to talk about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior?
No, I don't. I haven't had very French, motherfucker. But like, I think so. Like, to a certain extent, because that one guy, right? Like, in my lifetime is literally a case study in abnormal psychology. I have a friend who might be playing this game eventually, but he's a theonomist. So, you know, like that whole separation of church and state thing.
Mm.
So a theonomist is a political adaptation of Baptist / Protestant philosophy that believes the word of God is the only viable law, and they vote consistent exclusively with religious value.
That shit
For
would
reference, in the night,
irritate me because I don't give a fuck about either.
yeah. Well, the thing is that like these were the people 25, 30 years ago that were bombing abortion clinics in the fucking Midwest. Like, I'm glad that the gas got taken out of that fucking movement. Holy shit, that was a wild time. But yeah. So this fucking fruit guy, he found out that I basically I had been keto for like 2 years without a break at that point, with the exception of like, you know, a cheat day or a cake on my birthday, right? And he started getting like this righteous indignation about it, and it was like the funniest fucking thing. And like when somebody gets mad about something that you have no basis in reality to control, like if I pronounce a word a certain way based on how I was
Tomato.
born,
Yeah.
and you get about it,
and you get fucking tweaked.
So he got this. I because of the fucking the autism, I'm very in tune with how people pronounce things in like posturing language and stuff.
Oh, you have sensory. What is it? When you're like, or sounds and things that you see bother you a whole lot more than other people. Like you get a fucking overload over like simple things.
Yeah, like I actually have to. I sit in a dark room. I actually do. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Accountant, but I actually do a
Oh,
bunch of the stuff.
dude, I love that movie. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time now.
No, like hand it back. Like half of my garage is a martial arts studio, and I have a rolling pin for my shins. Like it's literally. So I took a AAA years ago. It's an adult autism assessment. I wasn't diagnosed until I was like 38, I think.
Mm.
And it was like one of those things where like they wouldn't even tell me the fucking result, and they started describing everything. It was like that whoosh whoosh whoosh, like your whole fucking life starts flashing before your eyes. It's like that's what that fucking was. That's why I haven't blah blah blah. Like I had a horrible upbringing with regard to my peer group. I was like, so I was a fucking special ed kid my whole fucking life. That's why.
And you didn't know it.
I literally learned it the fucking year and a half before I turned 40. But the thing was is that I had a very hard time with like certain things, and so, like I ended up sort of treating myself. I listened to like a lot of thrash and death metal, and have like since I was a kid, it was like that was like essentially stimming without realizing it. And was in the army at this point. I was constantly getting in trouble for basically saying the wrong thing, and I from that spent was like 4 or 5 years reading nothing but essentially how like certain aspects of psychology. Like I actually shit on psychiatry the other day to a couple of people because I've actually read their literature,
Mm.
and then I actually think your mother was one of them. Yeah, it was. And I I read basically every of the seminal books on body language interpretation. So I essentially have like a form of facial blindness. Where, like if I close my eyes, you ever watch G.I. Joe?
Mm-mm. Maybe I have, but it's been a long ass time.
Do you remember that silver plate fucking Cobra Commander thing?
Nah, it's been too long. I don't remember.
Basically, it looks like people are wearing like I can't see faces when I close my eyes. I've never been able to. Like I literally don't know what my siblings look like when I have to look at a picture of them. So it's just
Now you got me kind of tripped out. I'm trying to think now. I don't think I can. Oh shit.
but yeah, I it scored at a 50. I scored at 45. Um, like in Rain Man, where like they institutionalize you, that's like a 48. Is essentially like how like literally how autistic I am.
I haven't seen Rain Man in forever too. About $100 dude.
Well, I watch
Alright,
a lot.
I'll join you if you're in dungeon. I should
Yeah,
be able to kill shit without dying.
hop on in. I mean, worst case scenario, put on some fucking defensive gear. If you kill 10 mobs, kill 10 mobs. I mean, there's no performance standard for what we're doing right now. But
yeah,
there
the
will be.
performance standard is not dying. That's the performance standard.
Touche.
I can't join your party. I can invite you, but I can't join you. You must not have quick join on.
Oh yeah, I turned that shit off. Hold on. Let me just fucking finish whatever here.
Zay is a fucking monster too. He could join you. He's fucking good. He's got a really good rogue.
I haven't really interacted with it. Like, hold on. Idiot. There we go. Yeah, I'll play with anybody as long as it's not like a nuisance. You know. Fucking. But okay, so back on like what I was talking about with like picking up on like the attenuation in people's voices and shit like that, is he would get indignant and start essentially doing a stressed based mispronunciation of the words, and it was like the funniest fucking thing. So like, like, do me a favor, say eat some fruit.
Eat some fruit.
Okay. Now, how he would say it is, need to eat some fruit. And
Oh, oh, like, uh, what is it? A bitchy attitude.
yeah, it's just the funniest fucking shit. So, like, there's his name was Cowie, and like a couple of the guys I played at TBC with, and we were just kind of sitting in a channel and just fucking roasting this guy to his face, and he wouldn't do anything about it. He'd eat fruit. So I just start uploading like pictures of the fucking animal carcasses that I happen to be eating that particular day, and he got all fucking shitty about it. It was so good. It's like the same fucking shit with the the alphabet fucking people now that like their entire personality is what type of genitalia they're interested in. It's like, dude, you have nothing if that's what you're gonna base your life on. Like you are a collection of traits or a single trait, right?
I don't know, dude. I sexually identify as a toaster.
Well, if you do, you do. You should be in the world, right?
You can't tell me I don't because, well, it's my own belief.
Yeah. Ugh. You know, that battle has been going on since ancient Greece.
It's the stupidest shit. I hate it. I think it's so fucking dumb.
Look, I'm saying, like, literally, that's a 7,000-year-old battle. Where, like, the actual, like, seminal concepts in philosophy, the thing that pulled us out of the muck into civilization, that is literally two schools of philosophy that have been bickering back and forth for the entire span of Western civilization. It's freaking hilarious.
I just like how the height of it has just been the most irritating thing, like, in the last...
Say that one more time.
I think the height of it has been the most irritating thing for, like, the last 5 years, though. In the movement of being offended, it's good to be offended now.
Well, okay, so in that particular regard, I made comment about how like the religious experience, like bombing fucking hospitals and like abortion clinics and shit, back in like the 90s, like during the Clinton administration. So there was a wave of political correctness that occurred when I was in high school. I graduated in 2000, and the short answer, the physical damage on these is obnoxious, by the way. Like, I just got, like, fucking 2 shots twice in the temple. Anyway, so, there was, I took criminology when I was in high school, and there was this, push by, essentially, evangelical Christians rose in a reactionary power, as a reactionary power to the Clinton administration during the 90s. And George W. Bush rode that wave to the popular, the presidential election of 2000. And during the height of essentially the reactionary power during the mid-90s, before Bush was elected, there was this kind of great attempted cleansing of language. So, for example, instead of saying harassment, because it has ass in it, they started pushing harassment as being the socially acceptable way of saying the word. So conservatives had an era of cancel culture back in the day, and now essentially, that one side's power waned, and now it's the other side's turn to, wreck through civilization, trying to control how other people think and express information. Like these things are so fucking they ebb and flow in a very predictable manner.
I'm just waiting for none of this shit to matter anymore.
It won't, because the problem is that every fucking time one of those waves gets too strong, it gains primacy, wrecks as much shit as it possibly can relative to the other side, and then an under movement occurs, and then they essentially repeat the fucking process. It's an 80-year cyclical process that occurs within civilization.
Alright, well, Hopefully it's gone in 10 years so I can have the next 30 off. Before it ramps up again.
Maybe. I mean, there are certainly lulls, right? Think of it like the interrelation between a sine and a cosine in trigonometry. You know, they started opposing sides, and then there is an equilibrium point where they're both zero for a wonderful period of peace. And then a bunch of fucking zealots start fucking it up for everybody.
Oh shit, I forgot to grab it.
But yeah, like, there's no such thing as an offensive word. If they're only weak people.
There's only people who want to be mentally weak.
Well, the problem is that all this kind of bubble wrap bullshit in the context of civilization is making people weaker. Like, there's my favorite Canadian is Doug Stanhope, and
I don't think it's making people weaker. I think people just want to be weaker.
Well, okay. So in the context of, like, the people that are the practitioners of it right now, they are engaging in a conscious choice.
Did you grab the rock over there?
It's only one of them.
I think there was a rock on the ground. Because I picked up the other one.
Oh shit. It must be under a 9 on level then. Okay, yeah, I'll go unfuck myself real quick. So yeah, anyway, so it has nothing to do with you, the adult, and has everything to do with you, your offspring. That's the fucking problem. So like these fucking kids right now that are being, you know, brought up with all this intersectional bullshit, like I don't really care about the adults that practice it because those are fully formed consciousness.
We'll have to change this stream that I got going on to the woke stream.
What's that?
We'll have to change the stream I have going on to the woke stream.
It ebbs and flows, though. It's unfortunately just one of those things that is just always going to be present. There's going to be like a powerful movement, and then a non-powerful movement, and then they're going to fucking swap back and forth, and so on and so forth. Essentially, but it's always moving forward. It's, you know, a heartbeat of a civilization in the context of this reactionary bullshit. I don't know. I wish people just minded their own fucking business.
Right?
And,
dude, that can't happen. That's not ever gonna happen.
well, of course, because a lot of people will do this stuff just because it makes them feel powerful. There was a person I was speaking to in Guild about this, well, claiming about this the other day, where I was identifying the Maoist fingerprints on a lot of the shit. Run to the side. Oh, you didn't do it. Oh, this is the other boss, I'm sorry. The one that does the poison spit, you can actually avoid the entire thing by basically running. So you run into him at 6 o'clock, and then run to 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and he doesn't, basically he won't do anything to you damage-wise for 7 seconds. Basically just long enough to kill him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think I can clear just about everything all the way up to 100. 100 is where I just get fucking railed. I've been doing the keys that we're dropping when we were doing runs. I think you were doing mostly 37, 38. I've been doing all those keys. I got my build up to snuff.
Oh, good. The only thing that's really gonna harm you is the toughness ceiling, but I mean, you're not. You know the deal. The
decent value.
oh, cool.
I haven't found a chest with challenging shell on it yet.
I thank you.
Enjoy it while it lasts. The moment you get a Haragath, you're gonna put it on.
I haven't seen it yet. Waiting though. Seriously fucking waiting for it.
Mm.
This I can sell.
Let's see. Command, Fury, defensive.
Decent value.
I'm so glad I quit that freaking game, though, man.
Quit the game?
I quit playing WoW.
Oh yeah. You find that you have so much time available.
Yeah, especially when it's like, the biggest thing that always kind of set me off on that is like a dragon spine trophy. Okay, like you're gonna see two of those in an entire tier, and when you have a bunch of people that like don't know whether it's good or not are trying to get the item because it's like, oh my god, purple, and then it fucks everyone else over that actually like needs it for their build to run.
Oh, the gear's not what is it, fucking personal loot anymore?
Well, back in the old days, you had all the loot councils and stuff, right? So, the Dragon Spine trophy had a 1% drop chance, so you might see two of those in like a 4-month period, and those are like good odds.
You like that FX?
I can't see it right now. Let me. I'm doing my dash tab. I'll look at it in a second.
I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know how good it is.
Hold on. What do we got here? No, that's trash. You can imprint over it. It's got a high item level. Yeah, you could roll that lucky hit into.
You can
Vault.
imprint over another existing item?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know that.
Try it right now.
Oh, fuck no, dude. I have some fucking good ass rings. Like, ow, I didn't know. Like, I have this one here, and it's been on the fucking back burner because I didn't know you could do that.
No, dude. Here, so for example, on my stash tab thing, I have. Here, I'll show you. This will make a little bit more sense. So when I said I have a.
Okay.
So when I said I have a stash tab of powers behind, that's literally what I mean.
Oh yeah, I started
for
to
example,
have to do that. I have a full fucking aspect. My aspect tab is fully full, and I have that starting to happen now too.
Yep. So this 1.6, I can imprint over onto this 1.3, and now, like, I'm not going to because it's only a 768.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I've been waiting. That's why I have all these like rings and shit kind of sitting around.
I didn't know you could do that. Oh, fucking learn something every day. All right.
Yep.
I have a couple weapons. I have a couple really fucking good weapons. I haven't messed with because I didn't know that. Oh god. Okay.
Look at that. I justified my guild invite.
There you go. You fucking made up for it. Well, not only that, like, you're cool to talk to, too.
It's a spectrum thing, but I always kind of end up coming off like a bit of a dick, which doesn't matter.
No,
but...
I'm more of a matter-of-fact, more literal kind of person, so it doesn't bother me. I like people who are more to the fucking point. I hate it when somebody beats around the fucking bush. Tell me who, what, when, where, why, and shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear anything else.
Well, it certainly simplifies your communication.
It does?
This is Blind Burrows. This is one of the best XP forms. It's remember I was saying it's basically just like a thing of intestines with like all spider lords that spawn like 35 spiders. That's the one.
Is it poison?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of poison damage in here, and a lot of roots.
Fucking hate the poison. The roots I can deal with as long as they don't stun.
How many viewers do you usually average?
None lately, but when I was playing Call of Duty, I had between 20 and 40. Takes a little while. I haven't streamed in for serious in like
4, 5 months, maybe a little longer than that. Hey, what month did we move in here? I think it's been like 6 or 7 now, actually. Like you said, I'm almost pretty fucking good at Modern Warfare. I just stopped playing it. I had enough of the fucking game because of the bullshit, like laggy shots where you shoot somebody and you watch the fucking bullet go through them and hit the wall, or you watch you can have a full-on fucking video clip where you double fucking marshal somebody right in the chest, and then you watch the kill cam, and then on the kill cam you never even fucking shoot them. Shit gets me irate as fuck when the server is not in sync because you gotta play against console tards.
Mm. Yeah, this is what I want right here.
Oh fuck, is this in Rage?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't even read the affixes.
Oh fucking Rage is rough. Yeah, it's in Rage.
Alright, we'll just hand them with me then.
That's gonna happen to me when I'm on a Rage. I can't handle the damage.
You get there. That's literally why I'm doing that fork into, there's like 6, 7-ish nodes on the last Paragon board that you get that are all damage reduction will close.
I might actually pick up that board now. What board is that?
It's your last board, you have to do it last. It's Weapon Master? I'd have to look.
I lost my incense too. Yeah, I can't handle the fucking damage from the enrage. They hit me and I just fucking pop.
It's what else is the name of the fucking board in? Well, whatever. Yeah, it's board 6 out of 6 that you get.
Flawless?
Go to Rob's guide for
it's
World.
either Flawless or Undaunted.
Sure. And then look at the glyph slot, and then go dead north of that to the yellow, and then +2 for each one radius on that, or LPR nodes. And that legendary node is so good. Every 75 fury you spend, you gain 15% of your life is fortified.
I want the chest piece to help with that. It would hugely help with my defenses.
I just got another frenzy next full. But yeah, like I was saying before, you decided to warm the floor for me.
Ward the floor.
Warm the floor.
No, we're floor wardens. The joke in that was that we were on the floor more often than we were raided, but we still cleared all our gold content.
I mean, yeah, especially if you're playing like Wrath Classic or something. Content isn't particularly hard. What you doing like Yogg Zero like?
Hey babe, when were we playing the fuck out of Warfare? When were we playing like the hell out of Modern Warfare? Oh,
I'm giving you.
come get me so I don't use a revive.
I'm giving you.
Come get me so I don't use a revive. 'Cause I don't have 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 a revive
I was giving you the time I thought we stopped.
I didn't know that was a mechanic on.
Which is between like 4 and 6 months ago. And if I don't start the dryer, will you please run it before you come to bed?
Okay. Fuck this poison shit, dude. Poison plus enrage? That's fucking retarded. What is this? Monsters, release of deadly fucking whatever. Yeah, fuck those affixes.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, you also got that chess piece I want.
I thought the game wasn't here.
I would be more likely to say, I need some poison resist, but that's obviously not the case.
I mean, your elixir thing, whatever. Ooh, good timing on that pull. Whoops. I was gonna revive on him here.
Here comes the easiest part of the dungeon. Can you only put an aspect on an item one time over it, or can you do that unlimited?
But you can constantly. So if you get like a 1.5 on your ring, and then you find a 1.6, go to 1.6. You get a 1.7 for 1.7.
Oh, it can only be the same aspect?
No, you can do any.
Oh, okay.
Now I haven't done that in a while. I think it attached it, but I. Whoopsie.
It's like,
At least the revives aren't there anymore.
right? That would have fucking sucked.
Unfortunately, freaking.
Uh,
I am 4 XP short from my next level.
I've got one level left from my first glyph 15.
Oop. Look what Daddy got.
Oh shit, teleported away, I didn't get to see it yet.
Go back.
You got another one?
Yep, another temerity. So that's
God
my
damn.
that's my 3rd temerity. I have 5 or 6 Rage of Haragoths.
I need to spend my obols. I'm going to do all the chest.
Yeah, I've been doing rings only to get as many of the powers as possible because I don't know like what the efficient way is to pick them up.
I also need to do fucking... I need to put that ring on because I didn't know that I could do that that, so I'm gonna pump that ring up and put that bad boy on.
That's right. You're probably gonna make a fool out of me in a second here because I probably fucking passed it or something. I've always been kind of shaky about shit like, shit like that.
Yeah,
I'll shake on that.
I'll do that here in just a second. If you are using each point of fury you generate at maximum fury grants your core skill 4% up to 60, and you use Whirlwind to generate that fury, and it goes over, does it generate its own damage output, or no?
So it snapshots off of the conditions present at the time you started the channel of the Whirlwind.
But does the Whirlwind still pump its own damage? Can Whirlwind itself be used to grant itself more damage? Because my Whirlwind generates me rage now to the point that I have too much, but I don't have enough to use that fucking node yet.
Yes. So you will generate stacks of that legendary power while Whirlwinding. Yes.
Okay.
The thing is that it still is going to snapshot. So if you start Whirlwinding at 0 stacks, you have a 0 stack Whirlwind, and then you're going to generate up to 60. We'll just stop your Whirlwind for a second. Boop, breaks it. Now snapshot off of that 60, and there you go. It's the same thing with the expectant stacks. The biggest noob trap in your rotation is you're going to run up to the mob 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lunging strikes. Okay, I got my 30 stacks now, and then I start Whirlwinding, and then I hit Wrath of the Berserker. Well, Wrath of the Berserker actually breaks the channel on your Whirlwind because it's a very long animation, and you now have to snapshot your expectant stacks again, then have the other 60 stacks of your overcap rage power, whatever the fuck, then actually start Whirlwinding.
You want to see something?
What's that?
You want to see something?
2 seconds. I gotta do the fucking whatchamacallit here. Okay, you have my attention.
Come outside town.
Yep. Oh, you're going to Africa. I'm coming to you.
Yeah, just right outside town here. Let me cap up my rage. They're gonna fix this. Stay on your horse. Watch. See all the explosions?
Mhm.
Hold on. I can keep doing it over and over and over, and it doesn't cost anything. Dude, when you're looking for fucking mobs in this game, there's literally not a single fucking mob anywhere. Nice density, Blizzard.
Well, this is a world
Jesus.
boss point. That's why I went north on town. On over.
Okay, I went full Riri there for a second. So the gloves, you know, when you are channeling Whirlwind and then you stop them and they blow up.
Mhm.
Watch. Now here's the explosion, but watch. See how many explosions?
Yes.
I stay channeling it the whole time.
What are you doing?
I found a fucking glitch. I have to stop my stream to explain it to you. But watch, here's a good amount of guys right here. Watch this shit. I haven't stopped channeling. So, I'll explain it to you. Let me turn off the stream though.
Are you using force mode? Is that your doing?
No. It's specifically the glove.